Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a first impressions review on this NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I have it in the shade Medium Dark Tahoe. At first, when this first came out, I didn't want to get it because I typically have really oily combination skin. Usually it leans more on the oily side, so I typically stay away from anything that says luminous. But just recently, my skin's changed to where it's leaning more towards the drier side, and I'm only getting oily in my T-zone. So I've been having to change my skincare routine and really make sure I moisturize real well in the morning and at night before I go to bed. So I've been looking for more things that are more moisturizing and less dry on the face. So we will see how this goes. On the box, it says it's supposed to be 16-hour wear. It's supposed to be oil-free. It says All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation reaches an extraordinary level of perfection with ultra lightweight, complete coverage, and uniquely fluid, silky feel. Ideal for all skin types and tones, it sweeps on weightlessly, absorbs quickly, and blends easily for all-day natural luminosity. Non-comedogenic, dermatology tested, formulated without oil, alcohol, or fragrance, which is good because sometimes I don't like too much fragrance in my makeup, so we will see. So on the box it says that to shake well. You can tell that it's really liquidy. And you can hear it too when you shake it. And then it says apply 1 pump of product in the palm. Start by warming the foundation in hands, then working with fingers. Apply a small amount in the center of the face and begin pressing into the skin, working outwards in sections. I typically don't like applying foundation with my fingers, so I'm actually going to go in, I'm going to do half my face with the beauty blender and then the other half with a brush and see which one I like better. Also, I'm the type of person who will prime my face just because I'm used to it, and I feel like my skin looks better once it's primed. So just for the sake of the video, I'm only going to prime half of my face and see which side looks better by the end of the day. So let's get started. So for primers, I'll be going in with 2 different kinds of primers. Today I'll be going in with this Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. It's similar to the Benefits Professional, and I'll be using that to fill in all my pores in my cheek area. And then after that, I'll be going in with this Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer and mattifying, and putting that down my T-zone, which is where I get the oiliest. So on this side is where I'm going to put the primer, and then this side I'll leave blank. So with this pore minimizing primer, I like to push it into my skin and not rub it. Once I push most of it in my skin, then I will rub the excess out. But usually it's better to push it in instead of rubbing it in, because then it's not really going to fill in your pores. It's going to move the product around. So you want to make sure when you're when you're trying to fill in your pores that you always try to push and not swipe. Okay, now going in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. And again, only this half of my face. Okay, so on the box it says to just apply 1 pump of product. Okay, so now I'm going to pump 1 pump on the palette like it says on the box and see how far that goes. You can tell it's pretty liquidy. It's running down the palette, so we will see. Alright, on this side is where I'm going to do the beauty blender, so I'm going to take my fingers and just dot it all over my face. I'm already running out of products. I don't know if 1 pump is going to be enough for my face. Okay. So now I'm just going to push that in with the beauty blender. So far it does feel really weightless. Actually doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. Honestly, I only feel the primers that I placed on, so that's good. So far the coverage is pretty good. Looks like it covered up a lot of the redness from my blemishes. And it really is lightweight. Ooh, it feels really soft too. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels really soft. And I think the color matches pretty well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another pump on my palette. And then again, I'm gonna dot that all over my face. This side's the side that doesn't have primer on it. To buff that in, I'll be using my Real Techniques buffing brush. Looks like this. And I'll be using that to buff the foundation in my skin. So far with the brush, it looks like it gives a lot fuller coverage than it does with the Beauty Blender. Just looks slightly bit more full coverage than the Beauty Blender did. And again, it's really soft on this side even with the brush. It does, although, feel a little bit heavier on this side applying it with the brush than it did on this side applying it with the Beauty Blender. So that's the only difference I can tell right now. Go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll come back and check back in with you. Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm back with my first check-in, and it is 1:59 p.m. and I've just finished doing this makeup tutorial using this new Makeup Forever Artist Shadow Palette in Volume 2 using this color. It's so gorgeous. It looks like this. But so far so good. My makeup's still feeling really lightweight. The rest of my makeup went on pretty smoothly. I didn't notice any kind of patchiness or anything, so far so good. The luminosity isn't bothering me, surprisingly. I guess I've just been more into that look lately now that it's spring and summer. So yeah, I'll check back in with you later. Bye! Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm back with my final update for the day. Sorry about the background noise. My husband's doing dishes, so just bear with me. But the foundation seemed to hold up pretty well all throughout the day. I only touched up once today, and that was around 3 o'clock. And I think I started the video at around 1. So it's now 9:26. And it's not too bad. I'm a little oily right here and a little oily up here, but otherwise it's pretty good. It stayed weightless all day. It hasn't gotten patchy on me or anything. So if you guys are thinking about getting this foundation, the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation from NARS, and you have oily skin like I do and you're worried about it being too luminous for you, I think just a good mattifying primer would do you really well, and I think this is the perfect foundation for me. It's probably going to be my go-to foundation for the spring, the rest of spring and the rest of summer. So that's it for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and leave me comments down below on if you try this foundation or if there's anything else you want me to do a first impression on. But until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye!